With the collaboration with Government of India and Internet, you have access to ScienceDirect, what we call One Nation, One Subscription. Now, starting on with ScienceDirect, I would like to run a quick poll, just one question. Samadhi, can you please do the honors? Okay. Well, a little the result little late than all of you. So I see a lot of people say that they use it regularly. There are occasional users. Then there are first-time users, and there are people who have heard about it and but they have never used it. So there is something for everybody here today in this session. We'll start up with ScienceDirect. Now, ScienceDirect is a flagship product of Elsevier's. It is one of the largest tools that have a lot of content. Elsevier started as a publication house, but with big data and data sciences coming in, we evolved ourselves into a data analytics company. Now, Elsevier
Ashwarya, I think your voice and audio is breaking up. You might have to turn off your camera as well.
Sure, thank you. Okay. Is it better?
Yes, it is much smoother now.
So, ScienceDirect provides you unlimited and seamless access to data and peer-reviewed scholarly content. With the help of ScienceDirect, you will have access to more than 3,000 journals and 8,000 books. It has more than 23 million full text articles. Now, the entire content in ScienceDirect is divided into 23 broad subject categories. And you'll find access to everything. The question that we have content of social sciences. Yes, it has everything from psychology to mathematics, from physics to astronomy. You'll find all the content. And thanks to the collaboration with Government of India and One Nation, One Subscription, you have access to all of that. Now, how do you get started on science? I think my slide is slowing a bit.
Yep, you're on slide 4 at the moment.
Nicholas, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So how do you, Nicholas, if you are not able to hear me, you can just intervene in between.
I will do just that. No worries.
So how do you get started on ScienceDirect? You just have to go to your browser and type www.sciencedirect.com. And the screen that you can see is the one which will pop out. Now, it is always recommended that you make an account and you remain signed in. Making an account will help you to set up alert for your searches, for your journals, and your book series. You will receive recommendation personalized to your reading and your search history. And you can manage and access your reading and search history. Now, how do you get started? Once you log into ScienceDirect, this is the first screen that you see. You can type in keywords, author name, title of the book or the journal, and you can get started. But first, you will have to choose the search technique that you prefer. If you want a broader search, you can filter afterwards and head to the search bar for a quick search. However, if this does not suffice your search options, you can always go to the advanced search options. Once you click on the advanced search options, it will help you to narrow down your search and it will give you more options and more filters. Like you can search via open access, open archive, or ISSN, or volume or author specified keywords, you'll get all that options. If you see today, we have a huge oceans of information around us. So inside every topic, you'll find a lot of content. It is important that we learn how we narrow down the content. And in the live demo, I will show you how do we narrow down the content as well. Now, if you want to begin your ScienceDirect experience by browsing through the content instead of searching, you can just click on the journals and books page, and you will be able to browse through close to 4,000 journals. And if your institute have access to any ebooks, you will be able to access through ebooks. Please note, through ONOS, you do not have access to ebooks, but if your institute or universities have bought them separately, you will be able to see them here. On the left hand side, you will see various different filters on how you can refine your search depending on subject area, secondary subject area. You can also add filters like journals who are currently accepting submission or access type, or if you can just see the content your institute or your university have access to. Now, when you go to the journal homepage, you can see a lot of information in the journal homepage. You spend less time trying to find the right information and more time using what you find in your workview. We have improved the navigation that allows you to discover relevant content faster. There are easy links to submit your article, find guide for author, and details about the journals like what are the aims and scope, what are the editorial board members, what kind of journal it is, open access or subscription. You'll find all of that in the journal homepage. Now, with the help of machine learning algorithm and AI, we have tried to bridge the gap between books and journals. Now, ScienceDirect is a very unique platform which has both books and journals. Sometimes when we are reading through article, we might come across a word we do not know about. So ScienceDirect topic pages provides you the foundational knowledge about any particular word. You can always Google it, but Google might not be able to provide you the scientific foundation content about that. Now, as I said before, we always ask our users to remain signed in order to get personalized recommendation. As I said, there is a plethora of information out there you need to search, analyze, navigate, and read. It is very important that we get access to the content that is relevant to us. And with the help of recommendation, and if you have signed up, made an account, you'll get recommendations that are customized to your request, what you have searched in the past, what you have read in the past. You can also schedule alert. A lot of time we want to stay on top of our literature review, or we want to know what's happening on the topic we are doing research on the journal or on the journal in which we want to publish. So you can set up alerts for these journals, and anytime there is an update, you'll get an email alert that helps you to stay up to date. A lot of time when we are using platforms like this, we read, we search, and it might we lose out on certain things that we have searched, but not on ScienceDirect. With the help of our reading and search history, you will be able to see the top 100 search as well as your reading history. You can share articles with just one click with your colleagues on your social media handles. You can download it via PDF. You can read its abstract. You can do it very easily just by a few clicks. And we have a dedicated support center for ScienceDirect. So you can go to the ScienceDirect support center. You can email us, you can chat with us, or you can call us. Please be mindful of the timings for the chat and call as well as for the email. If you are facing any concerns regarding access or you're not able to find relevant content, you can reach out to our support team. Now let's talk a little bit from the administrative perspective. EPIC, this is the Elsevier product insights for customer. It provides you counter reports of the kind of usage your institute or your university is making. If you are an administrator or a librarian of your institute, you can request for Epic access if you don't already have one. And through this access, you will be able to monitor the kind of usage which is coming from your institute. The kind of reports that you get are counter compliance, and you can get reports in form of usage of titles. You can see a journal overview. You can see journal requests of open access content, excluding open access content. You can also see if there is a content gap. How do you do that? You see what is the kind of denied number from your institute. A lot of time researchers try to reach out to some content, but because they do not have access to it, they are denied access. However, that is registered in our system, and you can identify if there is any content gap. Through ONOS, you will have access to all journals, but you might not have access to ebooks. So there you can identify the gap. There are a lot of resources that are available free of cost to researchers as well as librarians. You can go to the Elsevier Researcher Academy, which is an e-learning platform that is designed to help researchers throughout the world. It has a lot of certified courses which span between 2 to 7 hours. So every week, if you are adding even 1 hour, you'll be able to do a lot of certified course. And the array of courses, the scope of courses is very huge. So you can learn a lot of, let's say you want to learn about open science or ethics, or now there are courses on Gen AI. So you can learn all of that. There is a dedicated platform that is provided for the librarians called the Library Connect, in which there are certain courses that are apt for the librarians. There are webinars that we hold for the library fraternity that you can find there. We also have a dedicated web page for ONOS. So you will find all the information I'll show you in the live demo regarding previous onboarding trainings that we have, the resources that that are available to you, any help that you would need. Now, let's do a quick poll again before we go into the live demo. Let's just hold on for a second. Okay, I think Samadhi we can run. Okay. So how confident do you feel in using the filters and advanced search options on ScienceDirect after the slides? Okay, let's give it another 5 seconds. A lot of people say that they are very confident. Some say that they are somewhat confident. And as I said before, there's everything for everyone here. So I think when we start the live demo, it will give you more clarity on how you can use the platform. Okay, I think we can move on to the second question for the poll. What feature do you think will be the most helpful for you on ScienceDirect? Okay, a lot of you are saying for personalized recommendation, topic pages, research overviews, access to top journals and articles. We always take a lot of pride in saying that we have access through ScienceDirect, you have access to the top quality content in the globe. Okay. I think we are done. I'll just start sharing my screen. Just give me a second. Samadhi, can you check if I have the rights to share my screen? I'm not able to see the option this time.
You have
I'm sorry, I could not hear you, Samadhi.
you have access to share your screen.
Just give me a second. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you someone confirm that, please?
Yep, we can
Okay.
see it just fine.
So this is the ScienceDirect homepage. You can search using terms, journal or book title, author name. If you slide down, you can see the entire content on ScienceDirect is divided into 4 broad categories: physical sciences and engineering, life sciences, health sciences, social sciences, and humanities. Under physical sciences, you can see all these subject areas. You can see the popular article, you can see the recent publication. Similarly, for life sciences, health sciences, and social sciences. I saw a question around if we have content on social sciences. So this is the content we have available on social sciences. If you drag down further, you will find the help section. If you need more help after this demo, you can always go to the online video tutorials. Now, there are advanced search options. So if I click here on the advanced search, the system will give me more options via which I can search. So now I can search using volume, issue, page, references, ISSN. So these are the other options I get. Let's say I do a basic search of biofuel. Once I do, you can see there are more than 1 lakh results under biofuel. Now it is impossible for anyone to go through the results. So now we will see how we narrow it down. ScienceDirect is a platform that supports pool and operate. So let's say I write and lakh to 10,000. Now, if you see here, you can see that solar and panel are not coming together. See them together. I can go and further narrow it down. So let's say I add AI to this. So do you see, with certain keywords and with certain usage of Boolean operators, I have brought down my search from 1 lakh to 443. I can further refine my search using various filters that are available on the left-hand side. For example, you can refine using year of publication. You can refine using article title. Article type. Let's say you just want to see the research article or the review article. Publication title or subject area. Or you just want to see open access or open archive. You can sort this on the right side by relevance and date. Okay, let's go ahead and open this. Now here on the page itself, you can view the PDF, you can view the abstract, you can view the figures as well. If I click here, these are the figures that are available under this. And then you can export this directly to your various bibliographic and reference manager. Now I have opened the article page. This particular article, Poverty Mitigation via Solar Panel Adoption, is part of this journal Omega. You can see when it was published, what volume it was published in. Here you can see the authors. If I click here, it will give me the details of the author. If your institute have access to Scopus, you can click here and it will show you its author profile in Scopus. You can add it to Mendeley. You can share with the click of button. with your friends, with your colleague on your social media handle, you can cite it. On the left-hand side, you can see the entire outline of the article. So let's say you don't want to read the entire article, you just want to see the references page. So it will directly take you to the references page, and it will be easier for you to navigate it. Now, if you go down, if you see here, this particular word is hyperlinked. So let me open this word. And this is the ScienceDirect topic pages. It will tell you about this particular word. You can, if you have access to ScienceDirect AI, you can ask more questions on this. We will not go a lot on ScienceDirect AI, but let's go ahead and see the journal page. While the journal page is opening, on the right hand side, you can see the articles that are recommended by the system because you are reading this particular paper, right? And this makes reading a very good experience for you. Now, this is the journal page. Let's see what all information we can see on the journal page. You can see what kind of journal it is. So it's a hybrid journal because it says it supports open access. You can see its site score, its impact factor. If you go down, there are various tabs. So under article and issues, you can see latest issue, all issues, article and press. If there are any special issue, you can set up journal alert. So now I have just set up this alert. So every time there is an update on this journal, I'll get an update. Under about, you can see the aims and scope, the editorial board member, the journal insights. Let's click on the journal insights page and see what all information we can get. You can see here a brief about the aims and scope. You can see the ISSN. You can see the subject areas in which it publishes. You can see what kind of publishing options it has, if there are any APCs, and what are the APCs. You can see the publication time, first time to decision, review time. You can see all of that. You can see where all it is indexed in relevant databases. Then you can order this journal, you can publish, you can submit your paper, and here is a guide for authors. Now, let's say you don't want to do a search, you just want to navigate. So you click here on journals and books, and now you'll be able to navigate between the journals and book pages. You can add here subject areas and sub-subject areas. So let's say I want subject area to be computer science and secondary subject area to be artificial intelligence. So now I have 304 publications. Let's say I just want to see the journals. So there are 61 journals under computer science and artificial intelligence. If you further go down, you can add more filters. For example, journals which are currently accepting submissions. So now I have 53 journals under computer science and AI which are currently accepting submissions. If you go down and you click on subscribed and complimentary, you will be able to see only the content that your institute subscribes to or are complimentary to. Now, if you click here on your username, you'll get a lot of options like what have you read? What are the recommendations that are given to you depending on what you have read in the past? You can download your recommendation as CSV. Then you can see under history, the top 100 results of your search as well as your reading history. Then you can see the journals or books for which you have set up alerts. You can again download this as CSV. Now, while